Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming and joining the stream. Good morning, Exchange, and good morning, Dorothy. Thank you very much for coming and joining the stream straight away. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a great week. And let's see what we can do today in this streamage. We're pushing towards the end of the year now. We are currently sitting in second place behind Spurs, as you can see on the screen. Sorry, I've just had a text message come in. I'm just making sure that everything is on mute and we're not going to get disturbed. So yeah, we're chasing down Spurs. We've played one game more. They've got 3 points in hand, so technically they could be 6 points ahead of us. So we've got, over the last 8 games, we've got 6. We've got 6 points. We've got to claw back on Spurs, which is a tough ask with the 8 games remaining. So we've got to hope that Spurs do a Spurs and choke. Good morning, BFG. I wouldn't say I followed the Premier League in general. If I had, in previous years, I would have said it would have been Man United, but at the minute, I'm not too happy with how their club's being run. You know. So at the minute, I would like to see someone like, I really enjoyed watching Burnley last year. Because I thought they were brilliant, you know, just coming from pretty much nothing to finish 7th. So I would like to see other teams do stuff like that. That's like everyone. I think everyone up and down the country thoroughly loved it when Leicester won the league. I think around the world as well, they would have took some satisfaction from that, being able to beat the big guns. So I would say this year I'll be following Fulham quite closely. Because I think they've got an exciting team and could do quite a bit in the Premier League. They're going to be one of the 3 teams that got promoted that finish highest. They're probably going to finish in the top 10. But how far up, I don't know. We'll wait and see, because we've obviously got the Premier League starting today. So it started last night, but the main meat of the programme starts today. So that'll be interesting to see what games come from that. Newcastle Spurs is the first one, and that is in 3.5 hours time. That one starts at 12:30 my time in a GMT, whatever time zone you're in, it'll start. Obviously, I can't figure that out off the top of my head. How is that a free kick, ref? I think this. I usually at weekends I usually shout at the referees. While watching Vale, but today I've got a feeling I'm going to be shouting more at the FIFA refs than anything else. Come on, release Jesus. Too much. That's good. West Ham getting some love, but I thought West Ham as well. West Ham should have a good season. I mean, you've got a much better manager than they did last year. I mean, it probably will be a better season for West Ham all in all, but there's a very good standard in the Premier League altogether at the minute. I mean, you'd say there's obviously used to be a top 4, now you say the top 6. You say there's now a big top 6 in the Premier League, which is thanks to the emergence of Spurs, mainly. Oh, Jesus with a lovely turn, but great defending by Mario Rui. Ryan with the punch. Can we win that header? Sancho nods it back in. Godoy heads. Godoy heads it clear. Sessegnon gets to the outside. Can we whip it in? Good ball. Too close to Matty Ryan. And I will say this to start off with. I may have to cut this stream short. I'm expecting something to be delivered halfway through. So I don't know whether I'll have to go straight after that. But it depends what time that gets delivered. It's being delivered by the normal post office, so it might not come till 1 o'clock this afternoon. But there's always a chance that it'll come early today. Solanke rolls it round, hits Pasalic in the flipping noggin. Oh, I'm always Xbox. Always Xbox. For my streams, I'm always Xbox. Good morning again, Exchange. Get it clear, deny it. That's a nice bit of patient play. Round the corner. Anime loses out to Holding. I've already pre-ordered FIFA 19. I've already got that pre-ordered. That was something that I was going to speak about a little bit later on when more people are in here, because it's just something I wanted to discuss regarding FIFA 19 and just gauge people's thoughts on everything. And we're 1-0 down. Yeah. Good start. Good start.
Whether the goal scorer actually sliced that one and actually go where he intended. And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here.
And I will say it was a hell. Don't know if any of you saw the United game last night, but Luke Shaw getting on the score sheet for his first ever goal. His first, sorry, I don't know whether it's his first senior goal, but it was first real goal, and it was a terrible first touch, but a nice finish. And yes, we get a free kick finally. Don't have to shout at the ref too much for that one. I don't want Danilo taking the shot. Can I, ref? Oh, come on, let me change the player. Come on. Right, reset. Change player. There we go. Ah, the man of the moment. Luke Shaw gets in. Ah. Yeah, he's not that good in FIFA either. So how's your week's been? Everyone had a good week? Enjoying your summer holidays if you're on summer holidays from school? Good morning, Car and Bussy Sport. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for coming and joining the stream. Good ball down the line, Jesus. Nice cut back. Whips it in. Oh, that's a great save by Ryan. I think they give him enough money in the summer transfer window, and I will say, getting people in January is always difficult. It's easier to get people to buy people in the summer, much easier. We get players fouled off the ball left and right here.
This could lead to a chance. It's good attacking play. Any danger to the goal is gone with that clearance. Turnover.
Yo, Darrell, how are you doing, mate? Why am I saying yo-yo?
Getting forward well as a team now, with great vision here.
Will I order what, Dorothy? Morning, Matt. Good morning. How are you doing? Oh, sorry. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well.
And the added time will amount to 3 minutes at least.
3 minutes.
Pressure is on.
I already answered that twice now, Dorothy. Yes, I've already got it pre-ordered.
Could be dangerous.
But as I said, it's something that we'll probably discuss a little bit later on in the stream. FIFA 19 is something I want to discuss a little bit more later on in the stream with everybody. But yeah, so we'll get through this first game and then we'll have a talk. We'll have a little chat about FIFA 19 with everybody that's in the chat, because there's some things that I kind of want to get off my chest about it. But yeah, it's. Solanke, great move. God, Ryan again with the great save. Made 3 really high quality saves today, Ryan has.
Anticipated the direction of the pass and was able to intervene.
Solanke can't get it out of his feet. Who do I support in the Premier League? No one. Not really. I support Port Vale. And as so I don't really support anybody. Results game. Football's a results game. BFG. And he didn't get the results he needed. I mean, West Ham looked like they were going to go. Look, West Ham, fair enough, he steadied the ship. But the West Ham were a much better team than where they finished last year. He did a good-ish job. But he didn't do what they needed to do. And they got the opportunity to get someone of the quality of Pellegrini in. They're going to take that opportunity. Moyes was always seen as a stopgap to basically just right the ship a little bit. They want to create an identity within that new stadium, and David Moyes didn't fit that identity. And you know, it's been difficult for Moyes. It really has. Solanke, please, oh, for crying out loud, please score Sessegnon. Yes! Finally we get a goal. Finally.
Well, it's a goal, and I don't think it'll be the last one they score today, the way they're playing.
No, and the opposition is all over the place. Just no semblance of organisation from them.
So, away we go at 1-1.
I don't... If you're talking David Moyes as the Everton manager, then yes. But something happened at United and broke him. You know, so he's not the manager he once was. Same could be said about Mourinho.
Yeah, they're playing Everton in the next match. A lot at stake. I think it might be a bit too much for them.
It's an excellent cross.
Mourinho's not the manager he once was. I think Real Madrid broke him. He doesn't have the same personality. He doesn't have the same je ne sais quoi that he used to have. I think Mourinho's been broken. Vale are doing good, Dalraj. Obviously, we won last week. First game of the season. Cracking win as well. First time I can say in my life that Vale controlled the midfield for the entire game.
Interplay between these two. Striding forward, purposefully. It's with Danilo. Gabriel Jesus. Now Danilo. They've got numbers in this attack, and it looks dangerous.
That is an absolute brilliant pullback. An absolute brilliant pullback from Danilo to Onoma. Gee! I'm a little bit shocked by that. Did I just score that goal? That's the first time that little pullback cross has worked. And that is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We were at home and we won 3-0 against Cambridge. And a little bit of, you know, it's a little bit of a payback because on the last game of last season, Vale went to Cambridge and lost 5-0.
Trying to whip it into the middle.
Hold on, Danila.
Stretched by that cross, and they get the ball away. To Harrison. It's Messi. Could be a chance here. Get the ball into a good area.
Oh, Holding does well. Oh no, no, you couldn't get given more time at United. No way. Club like United, there's no way he should have been given the time that he did.
Still 2-1, time ticking away, not quite a second stone result yet. You think what it's going to mean for their next game, Alan?
It's like the club United are now. There's no way that that season that David Moyes had, that they could have afforded that to run into a second season. Yes, when Ferguson took over, his first season was a fail. But the only problem is they're living in the shadow of what Ferguson created. And Ferguson created this dynasty where Man United, if they didn't win the league every year, then they won something big every year. And looked a threat every year. Whereas the couple of seasons after that, they haven't looked anywhere close. And I saw parts of the Man United Leicester game. I had it on my second screen as I was playing the Black Ops 4 beta last night. So I saw bits of it. I saw Luke Shaw's goal. Yeah, I don't know. I've watched replays of the penalty. Still not 100% certain that it was a full out and out penalty. Not 100% certain it was, but it was given, and that obviously gave Pogba the chance to catwalk his way to the goal. Because that's exactly what it looked like he was doing. Get in. We get the win. Disagree. Yeah, but the thing is, BFG, if he was under too much pressure and tried too hard and still didn't try, then he still deserves to get fired. He couldn't handle, by your definition, I'm obviously summarising what you've just said. He was under so much pressure and tried too hard, meaning he couldn't handle the pressure. So that's why he left. He couldn't handle the pressure of United. And as we've seen so far, not really anybody can handle the pressure of United. Fair enough, Mourinho's been given 3 seasons, but you look at all the stuff that's happened in pre-season, Mourinho's feeling the pressure. 100% feeling the pressure. And I'll be very surprised if Mourinho is still at Man United come the end of the season. Oh, Spurs drew their game in hand, so now they're only 4 points. So we've still got to rely on them slipping up twice, but at least it's a little bit better than 6 points. At least if we just win everything from here on out, we stand a chance of catching them. Which could have done with that win towards the at the end of last episode. Let's have a look what the fixtures are like. So we've got a gap after this and then 3 games in a week. Great. Now, Onama played well our last game, so he can stay in. So It's going to be thingy that drops back. Cameron, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Thank you very much for coming and joining the stream. Cunningham's nearly back, so we'll just let him rest for this one more game. Because I'm going to be simming this game, I'm going to start Messi. Because I'm simming it, I'm starting Messi just to see if it does a tweak to the AI's ability for some reason. Just having Messi on the pitch. Good morning, Alex Richards. Thank you very much for coming and joining the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying your day and having a good weekend so far. Well, every board will like to back favourites. 2-0. Messi missed a penalty. Interesting. Pogba's picked up another knock. This can't be good. Please don't be too long though. They just got him back from a 5-day injury. 3 days. He keeps getting little bits of injuries, Pogba. I'm good, mate. I'm good. Annoyed at FIFA, but it's, you know, it's the way it goes. And while we're just, I said we'd start talking about it now. So let's talk about it a little bit. FIFA 19. There started to be some very strong, not exactly to say very strong rumours, but since obviously the beta's been released, the closed beta. No, I have not been a part of the closed beta. I haven't had a code, so you know it's no skin off my nose. I prefer to play when the game's out than rather than beta stage. Call of Duty is completely different, but yeah, it's interesting to see some of this comments and everything, and some very rightly proven anger from parts of the community. Mainly, I've seen it from like the pro clubs people, and also then last night, as I was reading on some other people's Twitter pages and information, that career mode people are really, really angry. And so I thought, you know, I'll have a quick delve into what some of this information is. And I'm a little bit concerned about the longevity of career mode next year. For myself, from what I've seen so far. FIFA 19 looks like it is not only added more game modes in for other people, but it's basically just said to career mode, we did something for you last year, we're doing nothing for you this year. Again, I'm summarising what I have read. This might be completely wrong. It looks like they were adding stuff in for the interviews and some cutscenes for the interviews, which is all good for the first time you play it. But if you do multiple seasons, multiple career modes through an entire FIFA like I do, they get really frustrating really quickly. It's like the transfer scene now. I was fed up of it before the start of this West Ham career mode from the Vale career mode, because we did six seasons with Vale, and we're on our 5th season now with West Ham. So yeah, those kind of things, those kind of cutscenes get boring really quickly. So ultimately, FIFA 19 looks like it's going to, for career mode, it's going to be a reskin of everything, just probably little tweaks here and there, and then it's all going to be down to how the gameplay feels. So it means that we're going to have to, that I'm going to have to, and us as a stream are going to have to come up with ways to keep it interesting and keep it fun. So we're going to have to have like gimmick streams and gimmick career modes. So we're going to have like, say we put ourselves in a challenge, in a story mode, in ourselves that we create, which I'm all for. Oh, poop. I messed up on my defense when I'm talking. So we're going to have to come up with something that's interesting for all of us to watch, because I don't think that the gameplay and the actual game mode itself is going to give us enough to really say, this is massively different, let's do something. I really need to try this. But I'm struggling for ideas right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I am struggling for ideas. I don't know, because obviously Vale this year was a massive success, and we got a great deal of people around it, and we had a right laugh with it as well. I want to be able to do that again in FIFA 19, but I don't necessarily want to do Vale again, because I thoroughly enjoyed Vale too much, but I don't want it to just be that we're only Vale. And that's the only way we can get enjoyment, because that, again, that will get boring really quickly. So, what I'm thinking about doing is, we'll do a League 2 side, and we'll work it on the premise of what we did last year with Vale. Lone players and youth, to start off with. And then when we get to later seasons, we can then start buying players. Like we'll bring in like trump card rules and stuff like that, where we can get a financial takeover and buy 3 75 rated players in when we get to the championship, because that's what, if we reach certain goals that you guys put on me through the chat. So you can put in, so we'll have stream rules as well, so where you guys can then say to me, say, right, if you win this game 2-0 or 3-0, that's a great finish. We can then get someone from the free agent list or something like that. If we win the league, if we win a domestic trophy in the season, that means that we can buy 1 extra player, or we can get 1 extra player from the free agents for the next season, or we can then use a scout future star if we do this. What do you think of that? I think we're going to have to make it a challenge to make me want to play it, and keep it interesting for everybody. I think that's because it does look like the career mode in FIFA 19 is FIFA 18 just with the different gameplay model. So how interesting that's going to be, and how different that's going to be after playing a full year of this, is very tough to say. It might be that the changes in the gameplay, and you've actually done more behind the scene tweaks that actually make it a lot easier to play. They might have done that. We won't know until we play it. I do still have the game on pre-order, and I will be playing the game when it comes out, and I will be streaming it to start off with. But we'll see what it goes like.
Threads it through. Needs to stay cool now. Well, I like the look of this attack. It's a fine challenge, and he's got the ball. Here's Josh Onema. Gabriel Jesus. Turnover there that we didn't expect. It's a real shine to Liverpool's play in these kinds of attacks. I think he saw the look from the other player and saw where the pass was going, read it.
I mean, it's hard for any of us really to understand how career modes are going to feel 2 years down the line. You know, or how we're going to be able to do. First season's kind of always a foundation. So to us to say that once we've done the first season, it's easily done and it's good. But it's obvious. It's very. I mean, it's been obvious for the past 2 years where FIFA is putting the money, and it's not. It's not where we're sitting in the community. Where it's not where this channel is going to sit in the community, and we're 3-0 down. I don't know, Dalraj, and I don't care when the normal demo comes out. I will play it. you know, I will play the demo, play a couple of games to get a feel for the way that the game plays. But it is what it is. I usually, when the demo comes out, the first thing I do is I pick the best team, play against the worst team, put it on the easiest difficulty, see how many goals I could score, see how easy I find it to score on that, and then I play on the next difficulty. I play from the hardest difficulty for the game, see how bad I do, find my level, and then work my way up.
You'd expect him to save that, and he did save it. Just read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception. 2 minutes left, that's added time.
2 minutes of added time.
Now Onoma. Coming on strong, looking to play their way.
And nothing I'm trying is working right now, apart from obviously getting sent off.
Free kick against West Ham. It's going to be a card. It's going to be a
Yeah, I don't go straight to the hardest difficulty because I try and work my way because I know I'm not the best. I know I'm not a good FIFA player. I play on the hardest difficulty where I can, all the time, in the career modes to try and give myself the hardest challenge. But even that, sometimes, I mean, in this game, Liverpool are trouncing us like they should be, because I'm playing awful. But there's other times where I will play my best, I will play my worst, and I can destroy them. And that's a great tackle by Rabiot. I agree with you. I agree with you. Well, actually, I wouldn't say they need to add in ultimates. They actually need to give a damn about what difficulty settings they put in. It's like world class to legendary. There's not much difference. It's like there's no real step up apart from the momentum slider, which is hidden. Apparently, there's no such thing as momentum in this game. But there is. We all know there is. And is that a free kick? That is not a... I'm done. I'm done. Hate this game.
Here's Josh Onoma. Gabriel Jesus. Tried to tackle here, and he's done that. Quick-witted, quick in his movement too to intercept there. Could be a chance here. They've got the ball into a good area. Good play.
And one thing I will say, this is, regardless of whether we win the league or not, I know I said that we'd win the league, we'd try and win the league with West Ham. I'm finishing the West Ham career mode at the end of this season, whether we win the league or not.
Gabriel Jesus. Some potential in this move.
I want to try something different just before the new game comes out. That's just wide. Yeah. I think for me, I need to do something a little bit different. This is starting to get, it's starting to get too frustrating to actually be enjoyable. So I'm going to cut my losses at the end of this season, and then that is done. West Ham will be done in the end of this season. It's just getting too frustrating. It's either way too easy for us to win, and I mean way too easy, where we'll roll over people 4 or 5-0, or it is so blatantly obvious that FIFA doesn't want me to win the game. So that's why I've took the decision to say that once this season is done with West Ham, the career mode is done. We've got a good run. I think we're on episode 34 now. So we've had a good run with West Ham. We've had 5 incredible seasons where we've done the impossible and also the improbable sometimes. Good goal from Svensson. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. And good morning, Ricky. Hope you're doing well. So the plan is to finish off West Ham this weekend. I am on holiday next weekend, so there will be no streams. But then when I come back off my holiday, we will start something new. We will get a new career mode gone. It's going to be a short one. It's only going to be like one season, maybe. It's only going to be one season. How is... Fuck it. Oh, sorry. Sorry for the swearing. But how has that gone in?
For Liverpool, it is looking pretty much now that the victory is assured.
It's an enviable situation for them.
I'm going somewhere in Wales.
Could be dangerous.
Just going camping for the weekend. It should be fun.
Here's the shot. He's blocked the shot well. He'll get his cross in now. Keeper not taking any
Karius made a decent punch. What on earth are you doing?
when he's punched it away. Rashford.
Awesome. Awesome. Hope you enjoy yourself.
El Yunusi. What do you think about West Ham's next game?
They're playing Bournemouth in their next match, and I think they
Get that bacon. Nice.
Keeper's ball. No question about that. It's a weak cross, really.
Hi, yes, Van. Good morning. Hope you're doing well.
Brooks. Gabriel Jesus. Now here's a chance to get at the opposition. From Rabiot. Chan. Thomas Meunier. Good defending. Brooks. Moving forward with some danger.
That's a nice bit of play. Too little, too late though. So we're going to get knocked out in the semi-final of the FA Cup, which sucks. But you know it is. It's weird. We were 3-0 down in no time really. Thanks to the first goal was lax defending. Thanks to me just talking and not really fully concentrating. And the fourth goal just annoyed me.
for the defence, you want to have a clean sheet because it's been an easy game for them and maybe lost concentration for a second there.
Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus. Went all wrong to the defender to save
Jesus should be scoring that really.
had the chance, really should have scored.
Well, he had the chance to get his shot away, even though he had to take it quickly. Should have done better.
Advantage for Liverpool. That's a foul, it's a free kick.
Yeah, I know. You know he's got a yellow card. Boo, 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 boo.
It's yellow.
And if any of you didn't catch it a little bit early, we were talking a little bit about FIFA 19. Have any of you guys seen any of the rumours, any of the like footage or the data that's come out around from the beta around career mode? We were just having a little chat about it. If you've got any opinions or anything you have seen, you want to talk about it, leave it in the comments down below. That's what is going to be one of the main topics about today, because it's something that I've obviously seen, not happy with, so you know it is what it is.
It's a chance. He must have thought he scored from that distance. The keeper had other ideas. Well, up goes the goalkeeper. They've got to take the risk now. A short corner. Delivered into the box.
Oh, come on, Baker. Go on, Baker. Go on, Baker. Go on, Baker. Oh.
Behind it will be a corner for West Ham. Trying to catch the opposition out of the short corner. Well, that could be an important moment. That would have got them right back in the match. Well,
Yeah, there's basically, Ricky, from what I've seen and what I've read, there's nothing different in career mode. Nothing. Apart from the interview cutscenes.
both sides, but in the end, the referee.
Yeah, again, about any other career mode, anything other than career mode, I'm not really interested in right now. When the game comes out, I'll play stuff, and I'll try other game modes, like just mucking about and that. But at the minute, I'm in kind of like YouTube head, so I'm thinking about the channel and what we can do with that. That's where my head's thinking right now. That's what it's like. Whenever around the same time last year when the beta come out and he was started talking about the features and everything, that's what I was looking. Well, that's interesting. That just sounds funny. But yeah, I can see it being absolutely frustrating as hell. But I just find that funny. Right, so we're going to sim this game against Bournemouth. Yeah. We'll see. I haven't watched any of the gameplay footage for it because I don't want to. Because that kind of thing, I want to watch the gameplay when I play it. Good morning. Good morning, Spug. How are you doing? No. No, not doing what you're thinking. No. 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 Hello, Chris. Thank you. Good morning from America. Good morning in America. Good morning, Vietnam. Any of you older than the age of 27, 28 might know where that's from. I've just said the title of the film. Sorry. Did I just see that Mawson's back? He is a little bit, but he's not back properly. So Cunningham's going to go back in the middle with Poggy. So yeah, I mean, I'll talk about it a little bit more, but it looks like FIFA 19 Career Mode is going to be something. For all these people that have already been in the chat and heard me say this, then I apologise, but I'm just going to rehash you because we've got a lot more people in than what we didn't have before. FIFA 19 for me looks like it's going to be something where we have to set up boundaries, ground rules, and like we're going to have to make it interesting ourselves. We're going to have to definitely set up something where we find it interesting, because playing a full year of FIFA 18, if the gameplay doesn't feel much different and doesn't have a drastic increase for myself, then I'm going to have to really focus in on the career mode side of things, the external bit, to make it interesting, to make it more difficult for me. So I'm going to have to think of decent ideas of what we can do, like incentive based, that you in the stream can have a say in. You can give me career goals. You can be my board, basically. And it might be a case where we don't just do one team. It's like we may be a case of where we call what is called the Journeyman Career Mode, which I think would be quite interesting, where we start with a team and we do a maximum number of seasons with said team, depending on what you guys want. So we could go to Italy, start off with Atalanta, and then the goal is to get a job in the Premier League. The goal is to get a job as one of the top 3 or 4 teams in the Premier League. That can be the goal. So it's like our goal could be that we want to be Tottenham manager, Man City manager, Man United manager, Chelsea manager, whatever. But let's just say we want to be a manager of one of the top 6 teams in and around the world. But what we've got to do is we've got to start in different leagues and then work our way up to it. Do 1 or 2 seasons everywhere. Maybe start off in Japan, start off in China, you know, and work our way up. Give ourselves something to do. So each season, we're not necessarily building a beast team. We're trying to do everything that we can do. Maybe start, you know, that kind of thing. I know there's a YouTuber called Sparring DK who does the Journeyman Career Mode with youth players, and he starts off with like Scout Future Stars, and they are the only players that they can then bring in, you know, from the other team. Maybe we won't have that rule, but we start off with something similar to that. We do our Scout Future Star, and he is the first player that we try and get, you know, and then we work our way up. But maybe that's the second career mode we do. Maybe that's not the first thing that we do. Maybe the first thing that we do is we do like we did with Vale this year. We start off with a League 1, League 2 side, lone player career mode, and youth players, and then see how far we can go. ultimately trying to win the Champions League. And then, like we're doing with the West Ham, the gimmick career mode, we do that. We do the journeyman. Because I think that'll be interesting, because it won't be a case of every single season we're just literally picking 1 or 2 people to buy. We've then got to learn a new team. We've got to then try a new, and it could be stuff that. 2 seconds, guys. Hello, would you like to sell me PPI? No, thank you very much. Goodbye. Yeah, Ricky, that is another thing. That is another something we can do, and but that's kind of like the journeyman. It's like we do a 1 series challenge and then move, but we move within the career mode. It's like that could be the end goal. So Juve is one of the teams that we pick as the end goal. If we get an offer from Juve, then our goal with Juve is to win the treble. You know, that kind of thing. That's where we could go with it. It's like when we say we pick. I think what we'll do is because then by the time we get to the end of the career mode, we'll have a good idea of which teams are winning everything. So we could say that Juventus, AC Milan, we pick a big team, one team from the leagues, and they are our end goal team. You know, so we have Italy, you have Juve from Italy, we have Real Madrid from Spain, so to speak. Oh no, I completely agree. I think Ronaldo is probably going to last 2 seasons. Hang on, he's got a 3-year contract, hasn't he? So he's got 3 seasons, but FIFA always doesn't necessarily stick to life like that, does it? But again, it's something that we can try. Yeah. That would be interesting. So say we got, say we took like let's say Champions League, Europa League kind of thing. We take, I'm just trying to think of, say we went with our Spanish team. Oh, that's a good bit of play. Let's say our Spanish team was Valencia, and then we've moved to Germany, and we're with them with Dortmund, and then so obviously we've then get them as in the group stages, or in something like that. I think the journeyman might be a good idea in the surname.
The fact that some national teams are looking to bring him into international management. What do you think?
Not a clue. I think first season maybe, but not in real life. I wouldn't say, if it was in real life, it'd be interesting. If we could have that power. But then again, I will, on contrary to that, I did a Vancouver Whitecaps career mode. FIFA 6, I think that was FIFA 7. I don't know whether, I can't remember what FIFA that was, to be honest with you. But I did a Vancouver Whitecaps career mode, and I signed a player called Tony Chaney for Vancouver. 2 years later, Tony Chaney signs for Vancouver Whitecaps. So they saw my save and thought, oh, he looks good. We'll buy him now. So I predicted the future in that for 2 years. So I was 2 years late on that prediction, but I got the prediction right. That's a good ball in. That's an easy goal. And a little stand-up little dink, and Danilo lost his man, and Baker's nowhere to be seen, not covering his post. But so, what do you guys think of the journeyman-esque idea? And obviously, where we start, you guys can tell me, and we can pick it, and we'll pick everything like that through stream. It's like the job at the end of the season. Oh, Pogba! It's, yeah, I agree. I agree. It does happen.
Shot away, even though he had to take it quickly. Should have done better.
It's like I've had
The best Martin at just shifting across.
it's like this save. It's like Rashford's gone to Liverpool in this save. That would never happen in real life.
Gabriel Jesus into the attacking third with great vision here.
Oh, that's a great save by Pryor.
And the verdict on added time is 2 minutes.
Yeah, can you refresh my memory on that, Istvan?
They get possession. On the move and able to cut out the pass.
I've honestly, I can remember bits of it, but I want to make sure that I'm remembering it right. So if you can refresh my memory on that.
Start now of the second half.
Because I don't think that's a career mode suggestion. If it's the one that I'm remembering we talked about, that's not a career mode suggestion. That's like a custom tournament suggestion. If that's what I can remember.
Anticipated the direction of the pass and was able to intervene.
Oh,
Saw the goal and went for it. Hit it hard, but not very true. Pogba. Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it.
that is a great goal. That is an absolute. I'm so happy. Yeah. Okay. So, that is the one I was remembering. But that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about career mode. That would just be a one-off stream. It's kind of not what we're talking about right now.
You could see exactly what he's
Because that is still there. That's still in here as a one-off stream if we've got nothing to do. Or if we're in the middle of something and something goes wrong or whatever. But it's not a full-on career mode. Which is what we're talking about right now. Great block by Alonso. So we're set on. So just I know I'm probably going to repeat myself here. So by the looks of things, guys, are you happy with the idea of a journeyman career mode at some point in FIFA 19? Well, obviously we won't call it the journeyman.
Quick reminder of the next game for the visiting team in the Premier League is this. Join us on EA Sports.
Dodgy free kick.
A free kick against him there. Substitute coming on to try and repair the damage now.
No, player. If I get bored of manager career mode, I'm going to get so bored of player career mode.
Shots on here. Well, the goal down, but here
There's nothing in that.
corner.
Yeah. We would obviously. Schluck, what are you doing? We would have again on that one, Ricky. The finite details of like the limits of who we can and cannot buy, we'd sort out in stream. You know, when we get to the career mode, we would then take the look of what does the consensus of everybody want to do. I agree with you. It would get boring if we could constantly buy the same players over and over and over again. It would. But it might be that we, like what we have with the Carroll trump card, we select, like, say, the so-called quote-unquote, I have to press one button as I was doing the air quotes, the quote-unquote captain from the previous team, and they are the only person we're allowed to buy. Or, you know, we say if we go to a team and we need a defender, and we pick the quote-unquote defensive captain from the previous team. That's how we will kind of look at it. But that's, again, way too early to think about that just yet, because we've got to figure out what we're going to do for the proper career mode.
Defender did well to get to it, hasn't really finished the job. Here's a chance to attack. Gabriel Jesus. West Ham's opportunity to score now.
Because we're gonna do like a normal career mode. So I say normal. We're not normal, so we're not going to do it normally. Free kick? No, okay.
Could have got through there, but the defender was absolutely on top of his game.
I'm a little bit. I'm off my game today. A little bit.
Here they are on the attack. Pogba. Pogba really being encouraged.
Oh, just managed to squeak that one in. Just managed to squeak it.
Yeah, as soon as he got hold of the ball from that distance, the crowd knew exactly what they wanted him to do.
So we're gonna get that. So that's the gimmick career mode sorted for when we get further into the game. So then we'll look at. So now we'll have a quick chat of what you guys feel like for the original. Did you like the lone player career mode enough for it to make a comeback and it to be what we do in FIFA 19? Would you like that kind of lone player aspect, obviously with some tweaks to FIFA 19 it?
Gabriel Jesus. Now here's a chance to get at the opposition. And open them up here.
Because I enjoyed it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was, don't get me wrong, extremely frustrating when we were going through the first two windows, when we were basically the suggestions we were getting from chat were a little bit unrealistic, and then the frustration of not being able to loan certain players. So we'll have that difficulty again, I'm sure we will. But what we will do again is we will look at youth and free agents, and we will then take rules on free agents, and when we get to January, the pre-contract signings and everything like that, because they were a huge part of the Vale career mode and made it better for us. Kevin Long, thank you very much for coming joining the stream. Hope you're doing well.
Lost the concentration, lost the ball as well. Going to work hard to try and get it back.
That's a lovely touch from Osorio. Ah, gone a bit too far for Sessegnon. Gets to spin. Oh, it's a great finish. It's a great finish from Sessegnon. Yeah, so we'll take that idea. I like it. I think loan and youth academy is a nice balance, because youth academy, it's good, but it doesn't give you in the chat a great deal of interaction. It's like once we sign youth players in, because we can't overly customize the name. If we got to the point where FIFA allowed us to do youth players and then customize the names, so I could be playing with my stream in the chat. It's like if I could be playing with like the stream as the some of the people who were in there, like even just change like the nickname to. So I'd have like a striker that's called Istvan or something like that. That would be a great deal of fun, and be able to like make it so that it's more interactive for you guys in the stream, and you get bonuses, and it would actually make it so we could use the point system for wages, and you know, we can actually get it so you guys could like put in a gift draw to have your name as one of my players. We can still do that with customization options, but it's not quite as, you know, it's not quite as interesting for you in chat. And that's kind of why I'm thinking the lone player kind of thing and the free agencies and pre-contracts it gives a chance for you in chat to have a say and dictate. And as we found in the past, it gives you a chance to mess me up with signing those like really stupid players. Like when we did the Vale ones, where you told me to get, what was it, a 48 or 50 rated player when I was asking for 60 something. You know, it gives that opportunity, and that's what makes being in chat benefit for you guys, because otherwise you're just going to be sitting there and just watching me. You're not going to have a great deal. I want to try, in the career mode, I want to try and think of ways that you guys can get involved. It's the best way I can think about it. So I'm not the best career mode YouTuber in the world. I'm really not. But I'm good. I feel like that I'm good. You know, it's not that I am the best, but I do like to think that I put your guys' opinion as highly as mine. And you know what? We still might win the league. We've still got a chance to win this league. 4 games left. And we're going to put out the first team lineup. We're going to sim this game against Leicester. Yeah, that's another gimmick. It's another gimmick career mode, that one is. Well, that could be our opportunity gone. That game against Leicester. Yeah, 4 points behind, 1 game in hand. Good morning, Nahul, and congratulations and happy birthday to yourself. Hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great day, and I hope that you enjoy it with your family, or whatever you're doing, just enjoy yourself. I had a great birthday this week. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I had a lovely relaxing day, then had pizza in the evening and went out and bought a new bed. It was an expensive birthday. Yeah, it's one of those when people are just saying, so what did you do for your birthday? I was like, oh yeah, I went out and bought a bed. It's the cost of being an adult. I say an adult in the loosest possible terms. And Everton have scored already. No, I don't. I speak a very little, poco little. That's about it. I don't know much Spanish at all. That's a great block. Yeah. Yeah, it was my birthday on Tuesday. Yeah.
Slipping it through. Oh, can he get it away here? Position pressing high up the pitch. Keeping the ball. They've got enough
Good block from Solanke. I know. It's way too quick. We're finding at the minute that FIFA is deciding that they want us to lose a lot early in the game. They want us to be down at least a goal before 15 minutes is up, at least. and there's usually not much I can do about it. And I wish Solanke would have made a run, because that's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for you to cut. He even pressed LB. I'm predicting a home win. And that's something what we'll do. And that's something what we'll do at the end of the stream. Is we'll, if all of you that are patient enough and stay with the stream, and the referee's got me flipping way again. All of you that stay with the stream towards the end, we will have a quick rundown of some of the games that are going on in the Premier League and in the other leagues today. And we'll do a bit of predictions. And then tomorrow, for everyone who's in tomorrow, we'll have a look at those predictions and see who was right. And we will put points on it. So I'll write them down. I'll write down who said what, the score wise. I think what we'll do is we won't do scores. If you want to put scores, then brilliant. But we'll do home win, draw, away win, kind of thing. And if you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, you don't get a point. You know, that kind of thing. And we'll just see. We'll have like a little lead. Little league going on of who's been involved, who wins what, and that kind of stuff. Yeah, just for a bit of fun. We'll pick a couple of games. We'll talk about like a few games that are going on, but we'll pick a game from each league to be the game where, you know, that's the one we're going to score points on. And we'll just do it as a little bit of a laugh from here until whenever. If you guys want to do that. Get it in, get in. You know what? I haven't done this in a while. Let's do it. Shopping! Rip headphone users. Should have said that first, but yeah. Sorry. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing this headphone off, I'm listening for the door. Because I'm expecting a parcel. And it says it's getting delivered today at some point. So I'm just listening just to see when that's coming. So that's why I've got one headphone on, one headphone off. So if I look like I'm weird, it's because I am weird. And you know what? We're actually going to be finishing this save today. So we will be starting the new career mode tomorrow. Definitely. Because we've got 4 games. I didn't realise we didn't have that many games left. And we're going to get through it. So we've got 3 games left after this game. It's safe Baker. So we're going to be finishing West Ham today. I don't know, Ricky. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. We're going to do a 1 season. We're probably going to do a 1-2 season special. But to be perfectly honest, I had an idea in my head, like the last couple of weeks, what I wanted to do. I don't know anymore. I think now you guys have like the gimmicks. I was going to do a normal, like a bog standard career mode. I think it might have a gimmick. I think what we might do is we might move a team somewhere. We might move somebody to another league and see what happens. So again, it's something that we'll probably have a little bit of a 5-minute discussion at the end of the career mode, at the end of this game, probably. No, once we finish the season. Once we finish the season, we'll have a little discussion about it and see what you guys think. I'm thinking something else. I'm not thinking about moving somebody to the Premier League. I kind of want to go somewhere else. I don't want to stay in England. I think I want to go somewhere else. Good goal by Gnabry. And I necessarily don't want to move a Premier League team somewhere. we'll have an idea. I'm keep the suggestions going, but I've just been thinking about something in my head, and I'll see what you guys think afterwards.
Very confident with the ball at his feet.
I've got an idea. I'll tell you what my idea is at the end of this game.
As indicated, there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time.
Everton on the attack.
Oh,
The ball. Just the keeper to beat.
that is just a good goal. That is just a good goal.
Goal number 3 here, and it's a perfect day for the player. They will be signing the match ball for him afterwards.
That is just a good goal.
Of a hat-trick.
Yeah, he wants to get this day in a hurry. Top stuff from him.
It's a real surprise for West Ham, and it's the half-time. But it's time now for the start of the second half. The teammates who are clearly on the same wavelength.
Well, that was quick. What do you mean, Wolves to Portugal? Wolves are the Portuguese national team, aren't they?
Absolutely furious.
Well, he's doubled up here with his second goal, and he took it in excellent
I
style.
thought
Just
Wolves
like
were the
first
Portuguese
half.
national team with all the players that they've
Where
signed.
we go from here now that we're level again in the game? Anything
Wolves
can
aren't a
happen.
championship team anymore.
Serge
You've got to
Gnabry,
think we're going to be looking at it as if it is this season.
Dowd.
What the hell? This game's just mental.
He's refused to be beaten here.
Well, standing ovation from the fans, and why not? What a stop.
Good header away, Lukey.
Well away from goal.
Yeah.
And he's trying to get it away. They will be in the Champions Cup next season as it stands out.
They're doing everything right out there. No sign of nerves at the moment.
Challenges for the ball.
Wow, Jesus just gets unceremoniously just tripped up there.
Always, but really at the top of his game today.
I'm going to have to rest Pogba for the yellow card. Bring Brooksy on. Let's give Brooksy a run. But yeah, that's it. Keep the suggestions coming, and I will see if any of you, if you guess what my suggestion is, if any of you guess what my suggestion is, then I will tell you. But none of you have come close so far.
Able to cut that out with some sharp movement.
I don't think any of you will guess the league that I'm going for. I don't think you will.
Well, a real treat in store for you.
And I think it would surprise you when you hear me say it.
West Ham United, they'll be hosting Watford.
Yeah, a lot of people in trouble.
Looking for a through ball. Wonderful chance.
Good block, but Gnabry. Why? How is this always falling to Gnabry? He's got his hat trick now,
No one can really compete.
but everything's just falling Gnabry.
They have been much the better side.
Liga Nos, no. Oh, good morning, Josh.
He took a chance to get in there, and the ball just fell perfectly for him. Couldn't miss from there.
No, he couldn't. Point blank effort. But you have got to be in the positions, haven't you, to miss them.
Somebody to Ireland. Ireland would be a good shout. Ireland would be a good shout. Ireland wasn't been something I thought about actually.
Advantage for West Ham.
Yeah, Ireland wasn't something I thought about.
Sancho. Have to do better than that to beat Pickford.
Range to the Championship is an interesting one, and don't get me wrong, it isn't what I thought about today, but that is something I have thought about doing.
Saw it coming, cut it out. Good work.
I've honestly thought about moving Rangers and Celtic into the English League and seeing which one of them wins a title, which one gets promoted to the Premier League first.
His movement to intercept there.
I think I've tried the MLS enough to know that it doesn't work on this channel.
And he goes to the tackle.
Oh, that's just good bit of play. 4-4. Yeah, I like the MLS, but I think I've done it enough on this channel to know that people don't like it enough.
Well, a wonderful achievement. To get 3 goals in a team like this, against opposition like this, it's a special day.
Certainly
would be interesting again. I didn't think of that. Mexican League, I don't know how they're structured. So it would be weird to go to one of those. I know how the structure of the league works in most of them, having played it. But South American and also the Saudi Arabia League is not something I've ever been versed in. Gnabry, again, he scored again. No, he hasn't. It's not something I've tried, so maybe in the future, but not quite now. Oh, Jesus. That is a great pass from Solanke. It is 5-4. 5-4. Ajax are a good team. Ajax would be a good career. Ajax might be one of those journeyman teams. Next, if we can, they might be one of the teams that we do. Ajax would be a good. I think Ajax would be a good career mode to do because they've got a good mix of young players. 6-4. This place is now rocking. And now we can make the other subs. Ajax would be an interesting team. Put him on skates, Jesus. Put him on skates. Yep. 10-goal thriller. Pardon me.
Everton with one eye on the clock.
Well, those defenders are going to be asked to head.
It's going to be 11th goal here. Gnabry again. He's just getting on the end of everything.
Well, they haven't had too many chances, and that miss could cost them in this game.
Gabriel Jesus. Very good distance to the clearance. Pressure is on, but he is managing to.
Oh, come on, Svensson.
A bit of support if he needs it. Well, they're in a good position here.
Oh, that's a lovely move, Svensson. Oh. I really want to tell you my idea now, but I'm gonna wait because I need. It's not just a simple of. It's not just a simple suggestion. So I want to wait until I can actually fully concentrate on telling you guys about it first. Okay, so both of my strikers were a mile offside there.
That is a weakness in his game. Gets caught offside too many times. Well, there's nothing wrong with a pass if you can just
Threads it through.
11 goals. 11 freaking goals.
Sharper relief, really. The contest is very much on again. Deficit is down to 1. There's still opportunities for them to make even further inroads into the scoreline. Now Sandro. Titi. That's a great interception. Seen from this period of play down. We'll level it up now. Still miscue here. Well under pressure here to hold the ball as the challenge came in. Good forward play from them. Opportunity now. Surely, it's going to go here.
I was going for the 12th goal of the game.
Headed past then.
We've won 6-5. That was mental. Absolutely oriental mental. Right. Let me get out of this and let me just get into the main menu and then we can start doing some simming. Right. So my idea, when we finish this career mode today and start tomorrow, it's going to take a little bit of work and I will need your feedback. But what I was thinking about doing was what in my head I've called the International Super League, where we take 12 teams. I mean, if I say 12 teams, you can probably guess which country we're going to. We take 12 teams. We put them all in one league. We take the 12 teams in the world. So we take, like, say, Manchester United and Man City from Premier League, because they were the teams that finished 1 and 2 last year. Put them all into Scotland, and we choose one of those teams and try and win the International Super League. What do you think? Right, so this is going to be the last game of the season against Palace. It's going to be the last game of the career mode. So yeah, we need Spurs to lose. We're going to start Messi in centre midfield. We're going to start Svensson on the right wing because I've been really impressed with him. Mawson can come back into the starting lineup for Sacco because he's been injured, and yeah, we'll do that. Sancho can actually miss this game completely, and we'll bring Carroll on at some point. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. If we take, we take Manchester United, Man City from the Premier League, because again, purely from league positions last year, Juve, we've got to think about what teams we could do, and we've got to look at the leagues from last year. But that's the idea. But we'll probably finalise that tomorrow morning. And I'll put some of the teams into the league, obviously. But we'll move them about. And it's going to be based on what they are at the minute. So that's what I'm trying to think about doing. Right. Last game of West Ham. You know what? Let's have this for the last time. Let's have David Moyes and Andy Carroll on the warm-up. We're either finishing first or second in the league. If Spurs lose and we win the title. If Spurs draw, we win the title. So the main thing is, we've got to win. And we will find out at the end of the game whether we lift the trophy or not, because if we don't lift the trophy, we know we haven't won. So let's do this. I didn't check which team Spurs have got, but we'll see. So best of luck to us. Been a good old ride. It's been a good ride with West Ham. Let's see if we can finish it off strong.
Yeah, I think it looks that way, Martin. Yes, it's the conventional shape. It's the one that the manager prefers.
West Ham United's lineup is this. Danilo starts with Luke Shaw as the fullback.
Messi from range. Messi! What a start! What a freaking start! Leo Messi with an absolute belter from I don't know how far out. That's all of 30 yards. The keeper should have done better with that. He really should have done better with that. But we're 1-0 up in 3 minutes. And it's that man, Messi.
What sort of advice would you be giving to the players to deal with the pressure of going for a title like this? You've been a winner twice.
Well, just try and play the way that you have for most of the campaign, the way that's got you into this position. And just keep your eye on the ball.
Shaw's been done. Fabian. Who the hell is he?
Put away, but not out of harm's way.
Pogba down the line for Solanke. Cuts inside. It's robbed off the ball by James Tompkins. Messi won a header.
Well,
Solanke tries to get it back to Jesus. Minamino is there.
Take a hit, intention, it's involved, but to be able to go top at this stage would be a wonderful fillip for them.
But battling by Sessegnon.
You can feel the disappointment around the ground. There's little time left on this final day of the season. At the moment, they won't be champions.
No, it always looks a bit of a stretch coming into this game.
If you want to start if you guys want to do a little bit of research for me, if you can find out like who are the top 2 teams in the Bundesliga, the Italian league last year for us, so I can then make sure that they're on the list to go into the new career mode tomorrow. Pogba, bit of space, Pogba just wide. Because I know Spain obviously was Real Madrid and Barca. England, Italy, England was Man U, Man City.
He's got the ball away from him with the tackle. Castillo. Neatly intercepted. Excellent vision.
Ow, I messed that up.
Castillo. Good defending when they needed it, really, because that was quite a slick breakaway. Has to clear it.
Cheers, Ricky.
Could be a chance here.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's 10. That's good. That's a good thing to start off with. Well, I'm gonna I think we should cherry pick 2 teams. It's like at the top of. We could always, with us going to Scotland, we could always leave Celtic in there.
Here's a chance to get at the opposition. Threads it through.
Could always leave Celtic in there.
For the goalkeeper.
Because you know they did win Scotland last year, and it would also be interesting to see if Celtic are the whipping boys, and then we could move the top Portuguese team
Today's hosts say that's 3 games unbeaten, but they were feeling
or Turkish or something like that.
Had the chances during those matches as well to win the
So if we
match.
do like the main leagues, like obviously the most prestigious leagues in Europe first,
far up the pitch now. And they're cutting
and
out.
again Solanke's passing lets him down. But again, it's open to suggestions. We could move Ajax in there, so yeah, it'd be Porto.
Play for
So it'd be Porto and Celtic. So those are the 12 teams that it could be. And I don't know about you, but that the 10 teams that you mentioned, the 10 teams that we talked about from the top 5 leagues, that's a scary league. And then we've got to pick a team. Oh, hang on. Just thinking. Or do we... So we pick those 10 teams. Then do we pick, say, Porto? So that's the top 11 teams. Then do we just pick a team that we're going to be to try and go in? So we wouldn't pick necessarily one of the top tier teams. We pick another team from one of those leagues to go up against them. So we pick like a lower tier team to go against them. So you'd have Porto as the 11th, and then the 12th team is our team.
Now this is an interesting attack.
And I don't want to be Celtic, so that's why I'm saying.
Gabriel Jesus. He's beaten and shoots. How did he reach that? Brilliant goalkeeping.
You see, Ricky, you joke, but that is a great suggestion. I was thinking Burnley.
In the news because speculation about him finishing his career.
Only he knows when it's right. He might be feeling his body. You know, you need to think long and hard before making such a big decision.
Well, it is a
No, I'm not. No, I don't. Because again, Liverpool are a good team.
to at least work the goalkeeper.
Good.
I'm thinking it's like we pick a team that like are like low, like mid table kind of team.
Gotta be quick now.
So in Italy, I mean Atlanta are in the Europa League.
Gabriel Jesus.
So you'd pick someone around, say, Atalanta's level.
It's Gabriel Jesus who's the target for that cross.
something like that. So maybe we look at, they're the champions, they're obviously the Champions League teams that are in there. So maybe we look at the Europa League teams from those leagues. But you know what? You're talking me round to Ajax. You're talking me around to Ajax. I think, now thinking about it a bit more, Ajax is the perfect team. They used to be. I think Ajax used to be the whipping boys. They used to win the Champions League a fair few times. Got a good storied history. I think Ajax are our team.
So here we go with the second half.
Got a good set of youngsters. Yeah, mix it in. I think Ajax are our team.
Now, can he take them on?
What do you guys think?
Defence not really stretched by that cross, and they get the ball away. It's with Danilo. There's good progress with this attack. Easy decision, free kick. Pogba. Crisp defending there.
Okay, we'll set that up. So, are you happy with calling it the International Super League? Or should we call it the ESL? No, we can't call it the ESL. Because the ESL stands for the Esports League. But I think the ISL, the International Super League, probably won't have time tonight because I'm got plans with the fiance tonight. I probably won't have time to create a thumbnail, so the first episode might go up without a thumbnail. Tomorrow it might go up without a thumbnail, but we'll see what I can get sorted in the short term. But I think the ISL, I think that's a great idea, and thank you very much. I think we should, even if we only do it for our season. But I think I'm happy with that, and I think it'll be a decent challenge for us. So are we set on Porto being the 11th team? Are we happy with Portugal? Oh, that's a great header. That is a great header. Got caught off guard, but that is a great header. Poggy. Oh, Pogba! But did Porto... I was going to say, if Porto finished first, that's kind of the rule we've got to stick to. It is, you're right, it is. For the last time, it is Carroll time. And, guys, what do you think about me taking Pope to Ajax with us? For this career mode, what do you reckon? It was just with Carroll, with you saying Carroll time. It is Carroll time. Hello again, Exchange. No, I'm not. This is the last game of the career mode, Exchange, so we don't need to sign anybody. Wow, Osorio. Joel. Oh, what a tackle for Domingos. Are you? Is it Coventry's first game of the season at home today? Sorry, first home game. Carroll! Oh, it's great save by the keeper. We've just been discussing it, Exchange. We're going to do what we're going to be calling the ISL, which is the International Super League. We're going to be taking the top 10 teams from the top 5 leagues in Europe from last season, and then adding in Porto, and because they finished top of the Portuguese league last year, and then we're going to be Ajax and take them all on. So we're going to be moving everybody to Scotland. We're going to be Ajax, and then that is what we're going to do, and we're going to be starting that tomorrow morning. Guys, we need a goal, so let's play ultra attack. That was a bad pass. Pogba. Oh, great save by the keeper. Where's Carroll? There he is. Oh, that's a great save. Oh, great save again by the keeper. Hey Jay, good morning. Hello, how are you? Just in time for the last couple of minutes of the West Ham career mode. And then what we're going to do, so if you stick around, just after this, we're going to then talk about well, obviously what we're going to be doing from tomorrow. We're going to talk about that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to just go through a couple of the games that are going on today in the real world, and come up with some score predictions for those. Oh, great save by the keeper again. Oh, come on. How did Osorio miss that? How on earth did we miss that? Oh, parcel's here. 2 seconds, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Just had to get my parcel. So that's what I've been waiting for all morning. Cool. Well, I'm glad that's arrived now. Don't have to worry about that later on.
Really getting at the opposition this far up the pitch now. Quick header and a teammate. Promising build-up until that challenge.
Added Danilo.
Well, there's going to be 3 minutes added on.
Carroll. Oh, great defending again. We have not won the Premier League. I'm just telling you that now. No, draw, which means we have not won the Premier League, which means Spurs have won it, and we have finished runner-up, which sucks to end it. Their only shot on goal was the header that equalised for them. Spurs won 4-0, so regardless of what we did, we were never going to win. But it was a good run. It was a great run. Yeah, we finished 3 points behind him in the end. Jesus won player of the competition, and he also got 20 goals for us. I'm just going to save it now. for the last time, just so it's there. We're going to have a quick run through about where people finished in the other leagues, and then we're going to have a look at oh sorry, wrong screen. Then we're going to have a look at the real life games and see what people are going to be doing this afternoon and what we think the score predictions are going to be. And Spurs obviously finished top of ours in the Championship. Newcastle they did run away with it. Absolutely stupidly ran away with it. Bolton finished in relegation. Millwall and Ipswich as well in League One. Coventry finished 19th. Blackburn ran away with a tie by 11 points clear of MK Dons. Getting relegated was Fleetwood, Exeter, Rochdale and Blackpool. In League 2, Vale finished 20th. Surprise, surprise, because we're not in charge. Carlisle and Yeovil would have got relegated. Luton, Barnet and Notts County got automatic promotion. In France, PSG are on top. In Germany, Bayern and Dortmund. In Italy, it's Juve and Fiorentina finishing on equal points, but a goal difference gives it in Juventus' favour. In Netherlands, PSV finish on top of Ajax. In Portugal, Sporting finish on top of Porto. In Republic of Ireland, we could actually move it to the Republic of Ireland. Could do. But in Scotland, where we are going to be next, but with completely different teams, Celtic beat Rangers, and Barcelona finish 11 points ahead of Madrid. So that is where that is. So guys, this West Ham run has been good. It has been a lot of fun. It has been a lot of fun. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, but it's time, even though we didn't win the league, it is definitely time to call it an end because I want to do something different. I want to do something that a little bit different. We've got to think of a manager's name for who it's going to be for tomorrow, but that'll be fine. For those of you who don't know, I'm just going to... Where's my pen? It's there. I'm just going to write down what we need to do. So Ricky says, so for the team, we have got Juve, Napoli, PSG, Monaco, Real, Barca, Bayern. Did Schalke really finish second? Very interesting. Kind of disappointed we won't be going up against kind of disappointed we won't be going up against Dortmund, if I'm being honest. And then we've got Man United and Man City. Man U, Man City. Then we're going to have Porto. And then we are Ajax. Okay. Well, I was going to say in the Scottish League. In the Scottish League, I'm thinking we should have. Now, hang on. We're Ajax, aren't we? So I think if we're Ajax, we've either got to be Van Basten, because he's a Dutch legend. We've either got to be Van Basten, Hullet. We've either got to be Van Basten, Hullet, Van der Sar, or who was the other one I was just thinking of, or Johan Cruyff. I think if we're going for legends of the Dutch game, I think we've got to go for those. Ricard's a good one. Ricard's a good shout. But to be perfectly honest, if I'm being completely honest, I think we go for the early 90s Hullet. Just because the hair was amazing. You can do, and then if we do well, we can just shout rude. Because it's just fun. Grizovic. Steven Grizovic was a legend, but he looked like a flipping monster. You did look like a monster. So yeah, so just so you all know, we're obviously tomorrow we're going to be starting a new career mode, and we're going to be doing the International Super League. So we're taking 12 teams, and we're going to be doing it that way. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do score predictions now for the next 10-15 minutes. And what we're going to do for the score predictions, we're going to go full face cam. So I do apologise. I do apologise that we go full face cam, so you can see me properly. We're going to do full face cam because we're going to have score predictions from yourselves, and this is an opportunity for you to beat me, and we're going to try and keep it so I don't need to do that anymore. We're going to try and get it so if more people stay in towards the end of the streams on a Saturday, we'll do score predictions for the Saturday, and we have like a little mini league of who wins. So we're going to pick a game I'm going to pick a game from each of the divisions. So we're going to go Premier League, League One, Premier League, Championship, League One, League Two. So we'll pick 4 games from that. If you get the right score, if you get the right result, you get a point, and then we'll just add it up towards the end of it. So, Norwegian Gamer, I've played FIFA 18. This is just the end of the stream. We're just going to do some score predictions, and then I'm going to be finishing the stream. No, Norwegian Gamer, I've pre-ordered FIFA on my Xbox already. I am not buying the Champions Edition because it is too much money and it is a waste of money for me, because I do not use it for Ultimate Team. Good morning, Eggy. Thank you very much for coming and joining. So let's have a quick look. So the game we're going to pick from the Premier League for score predictions is going to be Fulham versus Palace. Thank you very much for the subscription, Norwegian Gamer. Thank you very much. So, leave your score predictions of what you think. No, Xbox is better. Xbox is better for me. Xbox is 100% better for FIFA for me, because, for me, the controller's better. And that's my reasoning for it. And I've played FIFA on Xbox for more years, and changing to PlayStation is not really an option for me. You know, it's not really an option for me. So, right, who have we got on the score prediction? So, we've got Ricky. So, we've got Ricky, who is going for a Palace win. No, I've got an Xbox. No, Norwegian Gamer, that is your opinion. That is your opinion, not mine. I've got an Xbox One X. Got that for my birthday the other day. I thoroughly enjoy it. PlayStation's where I stay. Matt is going for a draw. So Palace win. We've got Matt with a draw. And then we've got AJ is going for a Fulham win. And who else have we got? And we've got Mick, who's going for a Fulham win as well. And Istvan is going for a Palace win. I'm going for a Fulham win. Norwegian Gamer, the fact that you keep saying that I need to play these games and I need to buy these games, that's just not good. You know, don't put your gamer tag in the chat. It will just instantly get deleted. I own Black Ops 4 beta, played it last night, thoroughly enjoyed it, will not be streaming it, and I will not be playing PUBG, because I don't like Battle Royale games. I don't like PUBG, don't like Fortnite, don't like H1Z1, don't know what the other ones are that are out there at the minute, but I don't like any of them. Battle Royale game mode bore me, but again, that's me. Norwegian game, just shh. I'm putting you in timeout. Right, from the Championship now. The Championship game of the week. We are picking I want to pick an interesting game. Ooh. Aston Villa versus Wigan. Yeah, Aston Villa versus Wigan. Steve Bruce is under pressure from his management to get a win. Wigan are a difficult team. I like the odds of this. Well, Mick, wow. Okay, so this is so far looks like it's an all Villa so far. Everyone has gone for Villa. Everyone's gone for Villa so far. I'm going draw. I'm going draw. And then we've got Matt, who has gone for Wigan. Yeah, right. Because I've been nice to Matt, I won't do this every week, Matt, just so you know. Because it would be unfair to just pick the same games every single week. But seeing as this is the first time we're doing it, the League One game of the week that we're choosing is AFC Wimbledon versus Coventry City. It's like we won't pick Vale every week and we won't pick Coventry every week, but obviously we can't. When we do this, if you guys have got favourite teams from different leagues, let me know, and we will pick one of those per week. But so for this week, we're going to do AFC Wimbledon versus Coventry because it's Matt's team. So AJ is going for a draw. Istvan has gone for a Wimbledon win. A Wimbledon win! A Wimbledon win! Mick is going for a Coventry win. I'm going to go for a Coventry win as well. I'm going for a Coventry win. And obviously Matt is going for a Coventry win as well. Ricky hasn't put his suggestion on that one, so I will just leave a space for Ricky. And now Ricky's going for a draw. Cool. Now I would pick Port Vale in for League 2, but I'm not going to this week. I am going for Forest Green Rovers at home to Oldham. Forest Green, we all know the story with Forest Green. Mr. Green Energy, I've got more money because we're Green Energy and Mr. Vegans. Against Oldham, who got relegated last year. So it's going to be a decent task for Forest Green to beat Oldham, even though they are at home. And Oldham obviously are going to go to this kind of ground for the first time. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do. So Mick is going for a Forest Green win. AJ has gone for an Oldham win. 2 seconds, I've just got to do this. So hang on, Mick has gone Forest Green, AJ has gone Oldham, Istvan has gone Oldham. Matt has gone for a fault. Wow, 3-1, and Ricky has gone for that as well. I don't need to tell you the score, but I'm going for I think Oldham will turn them over. Forest Green had a good win last week, but I think Oldham are really going to smash them. Absolutely smash them. Right, so I've got the score predictions down there. Obviously, ignore my stupid writing. So anything that's in the middle is a draw. Left hand side, right hand side. So when it comes to it, on this side, on this side of the paper tomorrow, I will write down where we've got the scores and everything. So the scores and everything will go down there, and then we'll get points for each game. And we might change it every week because obviously I know some of you can't come every week, so we'll do that, and we'll start a little league table for everyone that goes. We may start doing scores. Like, I know you've put all the scores in there, which is excellent. We're not going to do it for this first week. We're just going to do home win, away win, draw, and then what we'll see is when it gets further in, we might do it for longer. But if there's any games now, because I've got a couple of minutes, I've got 10 or 15 minutes. So if you guys want to just ask me any questions or talk about anything to do with football, we can chill for a little bit and do. It's like, is there any other games you want to talk about, or shall we just end the stream now and then start with the ISL tomorrow? Before I do that, let me just Let me just exit out of FIFA and turn off my Xbox because the batteries on this controller are going low. So I will need to get those changed for tomorrow. Wolves versus Everton score prediction. I think Wolves will win. I think Wolves will win. I think Everton didn't really have that much of an off-season. It's like they didn't have a great deal. They didn't get many people in, is it really? A rule suggestion: if you exactly rule suggestion, yeah. No, that is fun. That might be what we do for other weeks, but not for tomorrow. For this one, for today, we're just going home, win, away, win, draw. So you get a point for that. If in future we do that, but it's just going to see. We'll see. Yeah, it's Everton. Everton didn't really do much in the off-season, so I haven't been too impressed with them. And Wolves did a lot, and Wolves looked a massive cut above everyone in the Championship last year. And with them being at home, I think they'll get the crowd behind them. The crowd will be behind them really, really good. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Matt, tomorrow we're doing the International Super League. So we're going to be taking those 12 teams that we talked about, sorry, the 11 teams we talked about, put them into the Scottish League. We'll take control of Ajax and try and do our best against them in a one-season wonder. So we're going to do one season of this, see if it works, and yeah, you know, it's just something to do, a little bit of fun. We're not going to, I don't want to start like a proper career mode, because it would be, I've lost a little bit of interest in just going to do a bog standard career mode. I want to do something a little bit different. You know what I mean? I want to just have an idea of what to do. We're nowhere near finalising the team for what you call it, for FIFA 19. So we will do polls and see where everyone wants to start. I know you're going to throw your hat in and say do Coventry. So they will be on the agenda, and we'll see what we can do with that. No, I'm not. No, I play bowls on Saturday afternoons. So until the season's over, which is towards the end of September, I only go to Vale games when I'm not playing bowls. It's like we didn't have a bowls game last week, so I went to the Vale. But now we've got a game this week. I'm on holiday next week, so I'll be missing next week's game anyway. But yeah, I probably won't be able to go. I mean, double check. Probably won't be able to go to a Vale game for a couple of weeks now, which does suck. But there's not much I can do about it because I already, you know, I make commitments. You know, we all have commitments. We all have stuff we do. Vale are always up there, but some stuff I need to do because I've already made commitments before the Vale. So yeah, that's what we do. Do I think of Bournemouth versus Cardiff? I don't know. That's a difficult one. Because Bournemouth are one of the teams that I think could and probably will struggle this year. And Cardiff, I don't... This might be my little bit of bias coming in. But I don't rate Cardiff. At all. And I never have done. I don't think they're a good team. But that's me. I don't... And, you know, it might be just I've got some personal bias against them. So, it's interesting. Bournemouth are going to struggle this year. They really are. And I've just had a text message off my dad, guys. So, I've actually got to go now because I've got to go and do something I forgot. So, yeah, I apologise for that. So, I've just had a text message off my dad. So, I'm going to have to end the stream there. So, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy yourself this afternoon. If you're going to watch football, have fun, enjoy yourself, stay safe. We'll pick it up tomorrow morning with the ISL, the first episode of that. We're actually really looking forward to it. So I hope you guys enjoy. Enjoy your afternoon, stay safe. I've been Raccas, and I'll see you on the next one. Tra. Where's the end screen? That one.